Hey guys. Oh, hey guys. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize my mic was all the way over there. Ooh, 52% at 11:52. All right. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmie from Emmie Evolving. Does my voice sound different? You guys. Okay, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time joining me. Thank you for finding me. This is not your first time. Thank you for coming back. So, I'm going to be doing a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also for your cross watches. If you somehow find yourself on this reading and you have no Pisces in anything, not even cross watching, and you find yourself resonating, this reading is probably for you. Okay. So, Pisces, I was told that things are changing quickly and you have to pay attention. Okay. I'm honestly not too sure what's changing. We're gonna find that out. We are going to find that out. Find it out. Hello, guys. Hello. So here goes. All right. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sorry. I'm just I'm just a mess right now. I'm a mess. It's fine. It's totally fine. All right. And then this deck. Where did I put this deck? Oh, yeah. It's right here, girl. Calm down. Calm down. It's right here, girl. Let me just. All right. Almost ready, guys. Almost ready. Right. Everything is changing. Oh. It's like so much change on every single front. So much change. Um, ooh, 3-ring shit show. Hey, at least it's not 6 rings. Not to make less of your struggle. 54% at 11:54. Not to make less of your struggle, but I mean, eventually shit becomes fertilizer, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Here we go, guys. Kind of nervous. Kind of nervous. Not sure why. Kind of nervous. So, we have 8th house, card number 32, 3 being the number of a solid foundation, 2 being the number of guidance, 8th house, beginnings and endings. Let's see. Feels like a chapter of your life, one of struggle, is ending. 55%, 11:55. What? Okay. So, so it feels like either you or your cross watcher or whoever is getting to the end of whatever this cycle is. There's a lot of struggle. There's a lot of struggle, just a lot of hurt, a lot of maybe assumptions, um, and all of those. That cycle is done. It's done, and the last of it is really painful. Thank you, Alban. The last of it is really painful. Typically what happens when cycles end, it's a huge, like, whoa, a huge painful purging of the blockages that have allowed for certain types of mindsets to persist. And so I think that's what's going on. This is where it all goes dark and becomes mysterious. 56% 11:56. That's 11, 11, 11. This house represents the long dark night before light comes, where a new dawn is on its way, but you need to grapple with the darkness and the unknown a while longer. Ooh. Okay. 8th house is about sex, death, psychic powers, control, and material things such as money and inheritance, that which belongs to other people. But such things you will end up owning, or at least partly. It also represents a time of year when Halloween. No, 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 we're not going there. When this card comes up in a spread, the meaning is clear. You're in a period of great transformation, which that's what it feels like to me. It's a huge, huge transformation that's occurring. And Many of us have become creatures of habit, meaning we keep going back to the things that are comfortable, the things that are known because of a fear of the unknown, a fear of maybe not being able to handle whatever it is that life is throwing at you. Are you sure you can't handle it? Are you sure? Because you've handled everything else in your life thus far. No matter how hard the struggle, you're still here. You're still here. You're still looking for answers. You're still questioning. You're still trying to find a way to rise above. I'd say you're making it. I'd absolutely say you're making it. A lot of people have this perception that unless you're succeeding the way society defines success, meaning you got all the money, you got all, I was about to say something I shouldn't have. You got all the money, you have all the attention, you have all the respect from everybody, then you're not succeeding. I beg to differ. I really beg to differ. Success is so much more than how society defines success. It's so much more. So much more. So, card number 12, emotions. I think that if you let your emotions, your feelings guide you through this, you'll understand yourself a little bit better. And in addition to that, excuse me, you'll begin to trust yourself a little bit more. Okay. Um, Oftentimes, what ends up happening is that we don't trust our feelings, and our feelings are trying to guide us. These feelings are trying to guide us away from the very things that are going to cause unnecessary struggle. Okay. Struggle is optional, it's optional. Pain is not. The most profound lessons, the most important lessons are often learned through pain. And that's not something you can avoid. It's not something you should try to avoid. I mean, I'm not saying that you should jump into it because that's going to create extra struggle that you don't need. I'm saying when pain presents itself in your life during certain lessons, allow that pain to teach you whatever it is it's trying to teach you. Just allow it to teach you because if you don't, it circles back around with much more momentum and it's going to hurt a lot more. A lot more. And I mean, unless you're a masochist, which nothing wrong with being masochistic. I'm just saying. Unless you are, the best way to minimize the amount of struggle and pain is to just face it head on. Just face it head on. I feel like such a hypocrite because I avoid a lot. I feel like a hypocrite saying that to you guys, but it's true. In some ways, it is very hypocritical of me to say that and encourage you guys to face things head on. But at the same time, is it hypocritical of me? Because I have lived through this. I know exactly what it is I'm talking about because I repeat this over and over and over again. Every single time I try and avoid whatever the lesson is, that bitch comes back around with a fucking more intense roundhouse kick to the head. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, let yourself learn the things you're supposed to learn. Okay. Avoiding it, surefire way for it to come back around and hit you even harder. So, card number 19, dream a beautiful dream. That's you in the epicenter. There you are. Every decision you make, every action you take creates ripples of change. You are responsible for what you are cultivating. If you are cultivating more struggle, if you are cultivating more more avoidance, more avoidance, you're going to reap whatever that is. You're going to have to harvest every seed that you sow. Every single seed, whether you were the one that planted it or if it was someone else that planted this in your thoughts, if you water those seeds, if you give those seeds enough attention that they grow into actual plants within the garden of your mind or your heart, you are responsible for harvesting that. And creation is not going to give you a free pass to get out of the harvest. It's just not. It's not. So be aware of what you're cultivating. Be aware of what you are allowing to occupy space within your thoughts and within your heart. It's really important for you to take control of where your life is headed. Where your thoughts take you is directly connected to where your life heads. Just let that sink in a little bit. What you consistently think about tends to be where your life goes. Okay? If you're consistently thinking about how you have somehow failed based on your unfair, unrealistic perception of yourself. If you feel like you've constantly failed, you constantly feel that, most likely that's what's going to consistently happen for you. Disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. And because you are consistently looking for the ways in which you are disappointing yourself, that is all you're going to find. Now, this is not advice for you to pretend like nothing is wrong, pretend like everything's okay and everything's beautiful and you got your shit together and everyone should envy you and all of this other stuff. No, it's about being realistic. Yeah, some really ugly things can happen, but I'm not that ugly thing. I'm not just the sum of one event, one circumstance in my life. Yes, I am affected and eventually molded by certain events and circumstance in my life, certain connections. Um, but that's not all I am. Okay. That's not all you are either. Yes, it affects you. Yes, it shapes your perception. Yes, it affects the way in which you either build or avoid connections with other people. But you still have sovereign right to choose if that's how you're always going to be. Okay. So, card number 3, detox, cleanse and restore yourself. Maybe this is a point where you decide for yourself that you're no longer going to participate in the programming that you received as a child. That you're no longer going to participate in how other people have tried to convince you that you're something you aren't. Say someone or people constantly tell you that you're such a bitch. Well, why are they calling you that? Is it because you have a lot of anger? Anger that's rooted in grief that's not noticed, not acknowledged? Is it because these are people who want to take advantage of you and they're not able to? So instead of just asking you and accepting your answer, they're going to manipulate you and shame you. I mean, you really have to take a look at what it is. You don't have to discuss it with a person, but you do have to look within yourself and discover what the answer is. What is this? Why is this? I know for me personally, I was called a bitch a lot because fuck that. You want to fuck with me? I'm gonna fuck with you too. So yeah, yeah. You don't want me to be a bitch? Don't treat me like that. It's perfectly simple. It's very, very simple. Cause and effect. And once you realize you're being called this name simply because the individual that's calling you this name does not like the effect of the chosen causation, meaning they chose to do something and you reacted and they didn't like that. So all of a sudden you're a bitch. How about this? How about I don't give a shit? Who cares what people say about you? Do they even really know you? Do they? I found that um people who are most affected by other people's perception, these are the individuals who have the greatest tendency to not show people who they are. Because by the time you get to a point where you're willing to show people who you are, to live in your authenticity, other people's perception of you doesn't really matter anymore because you know who you are. And it doesn't matter if people accept you or not. I mean, it's nice when you're accepted, but if they don't accept you, it's kind of like, oh well, keep it moving. Oh well. So just let that sink in. If you still need people to accept you, if you still need people to have a really good perception or opinion of who you are, they probably don't know who you are. I'm speaking from experience. When it still mattered what people thought about me, how people saw me, how they regarded me, whether they valued me or not, I was still very much busy not letting people see me as I am, like who I am, right? Like you would never catch me looking like this. You never would. You just never would. Mm-mm. Nope. That's just not how I function. That's not how I function anymore. Before that wasn't how I functioned because I needed this mask of polished exterior to hide all of these ways in which I thought I was failing, ways in which I thought I wasn't enough. And once you go through enough and you really get to learn who you are, rediscover yourself, the truth of who you are, um all of that doesn't really matter anymore. It doesn't. It doesn't. I don't know why. It just doesn't. And you're okay with it too. So, golly gee, golly gee. Where's my book here? Let me see. All right. Card number 49, Jupiter return benefits. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. This card indicates a period when doors are open to you and obstacles are lifted. You're given the freedom to advance your goals with absolute abandon. I don't want to say it, but Michael says it's your guys' message. So, whoever it is that's trying to connect with you, um, the blockage that's kept them from actually connecting with you is being lifted. Whether it's their beliefs, their perception, their whatever it is being lifted. That pathway is being restored. Energetic, social, whatever it is, it's being restored. So I don't know how much say you have in this restoration process. I honestly don't. Let's see. It suggests you will soon be entering a time when you enter less resistance and life should flow much easier. This card is the green light that gives the go ahead. All paths are now clearing and you're to take the utmost advantage of this. Oh my god. This card implies good fortune and prosperity in many areas, not just financial or material. Um okay. Oh, sorry guys. Yeah, hold on really quick. Yeah. So let's see. Um, Dreams manifest into reality at this time. Oh my gosh. Dream a beautiful dream. Make it a good one. Make it a good one, okay? Um, Let me see. Hold on. No, shit. Hold on. Let me just um so dreams will manifest into reality. It's also a time to be aware of how you approach matters of your own. Let me see. There's a rapidness to Jupiter, so it's important to grab hold of anything that surfaces. Um, so higher levels of communication are more possible now. Higher education calls to you. So this is a period where you're really going to be allowed to reach higher levels of awareness, higher levels of, communication with undiscovered aspects of yourself, communications with those on your spiritual team, possibly communications with certain people you have soul connections with. Um, I'm not sure what he's trying to tell me. Okay. Are you guys familiar with Baphomet? And I see an image of Baphomet here. It's kind of concealed. Yeah, you guys have to be really careful with what you talk to. 72% at 1212. So can you guys see Baphomet right there? Like his face is half covered. Do you see that? The ears, his eyes, his horns, and his face is half covered. So um right, cloud. Oof. I don't know how to explain this. I don't know how I would explain this. Okay. I think best way for me to explain this, let me just go ahead and who is Baphomet? Because I don't want to scare the shit out of you guys. Just saying. Okay. Baphomet is a deity that the Knights Templar were accused of worshiping, and that subsequently was incorporated into occult and mystical traditions. hmm So let's see. I don't think that really explains. Okay. Baphomet is a goat headed figure found in instances in the history of occultism. Um, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. Michael, you freaking bring this up. You better tell me how to explain this. Um, okay, so it's one of the deities that is this can be in hot water. It's one of the deities that is worshipped, the primary deity that's worshipped in satanic temples. So, however you want to take that, his face is half covered right there. Let me just show you. Michael, go show them a picture. Why didn't you tell me that to begin with? Bruh, had me sweating for how many minutes? All right. That's Baphomet. Okay. That's Baphomet. So let us put these cards somewhere else because, yeah. Card number 11. Witches are not intrinsically evil. Just so you guys know. Just so you guys know. Okay. I have witch blood. I'm a good person. I'm very loving and compassionate and patient. Just saying. I'm also Catholic. Isn't that funny? So, card number 11, Cosmic Connection. This cosmic connection is going to be with another. This is someone that you were connected to on a soul level. This connection has to take place. It does have to take place. Maybe for some, just energetically. Maybe for others, it will manifest as an in real life connection. Here's the thing. So as this connection amplifies your power and balances you even further, there will be attempts to cord into you. Okay. There will be an attempt to cord into you. I don't think it will be this person. If it's the real person, the real individual, then they're not going to try and court into you. They're already connected to you through higher level consciousness. These are attempts to trick you into connecting with those who are not the real deal. Okay. So just let that kind of percolate. We're not going to let that one sink all the way in. We're just going to let it percolate. Okay. So card number 41, bring it into form. This card, you can never, like, I don't know about you guys, but I look at this card and it creates a sense of confusion. Are they walking away? Are they walking towards you? What is it? You're bringing it into form. Um, you have to fully understand what it is you're bringing into form. Okay. So are you bringing into form total separation, pushing it away and just having a energetic connection? Or are you bringing into form a connection in real life where this person, if you haven't already met them, um, they're going to find you or you're going to find them. You guys are going to connect and have conversations and figure out whatever it is you need to figure out. Or maybe if it's someone that you already know, maybe it's a soul connection that previously when you guys connected, it wasn't the right time. And so there needed to be like space between you two, a lot of space, separation. So card number 26, protection. Set personal boundaries. So when we look into this, the whole courting thing, um, what's the other? Oh, the craziness. You have to protect yourself. Okay. You have to protect yourself. And I just got this message of like, see the spikes on her back? Um, don't allow things or people to piggyback on you. Do not carry them on your back. Do not carry their lessons, their burdens on you. That's for them to carry. Okay. And I have to say this, there is nothing loving about carrying someone else's burden. You know why? When you take the weight of their struggle away from them, you'd think that it's a loving thing because, oh, now they don't have to struggle and blah, blah, blah. In reality, you're robbing them of their opportunity to learn and reach higher levels of potentiality. So if you and I are workout partners, and we go to the gym together and our whole goal is to get healthy and strong and muscle development and blah blah blah, is it loving for you to carry the weights for me? So I want to grow my ass. Okay, I know all of y'all can relate to it. I want to grow my ass. Why don't you do the deadlifts, the squats, the pelvic thrusts, all of that? Do that for me. Do it at high weights with high level of reps because that's what I need to grow my ass, right? So I'm gonna have you do it. Whose ass is really gonna grow? Not mine. So is it loving as my workout partner to do the exercises for me, to carry the weight for me? Absolutely not. You're robbing me of my potentiality. You are robbing me of my ability to grow myself. So don't let other people, other things piggyback on you, okay? Let's see. Ooh. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's just do the read. Card number 15, Gemini. I think no one is free, even the birds are chained to the sky. So, with this, as y'all know, Gemini is the twins. I just gotta laugh. 79% at 1221. 123.33. What's up? Okay. Communication is key. Be versatile and quick at this time. You must also be mindful because people are talking. Who's talking? You don't know. It has to do with this half-hidden face of Baphomet. What are they hiding? Pretty sure it's not going to be good. Pretty sure of it. That's why in the title, when I ask, what is this reading going to be about? Things are changing quickly. Pay attention. You have to pay attention because there is an attempt to piggyback off of this connection. Huge attempt to piggyback off of this very real, very divine connection. Okay. So, what am I trying to say? Don't be so quick to jump on the twin bandwagon. If you truly have identified this divine counterpart, beautiful. Throw away the label and just experience that connection. See where it takes you. And I'm not saying experience that connection as in go ahead and have some boom boom time. No, experience that connection, have conversation. Whatever you guys do sexually, that's up to you. I got nothing to say about that. That's up to you. But I'm talking about the communication. I'm talking about what messages is this individual bringing to you unknowingly? Are they triggering you? In what way are they triggering you? Are they triggering you to dive deeper into your truth, to find deeper levels, deeper depths of love? Not necessarily love for them, but love for yourself. What are they triggering? If they're triggering good things, but you're just not comfortable with it because you're not used to loving yourself, you're not used to valuing yourself, that's one thing. But if they're triggering you and making you feel bad about who you are you really okay with that? Do you think just because they have some label that you copied and pasted onto their that they have a right to do that? If you would not allow a stranger to do that to you, you sure as hell should never allow someone you consider a twin to do that to you. No joke. No joke. Don't let no labels, your allegiance, your loyalty, your commitment to a label be an entry for you to not love yourself, for you to accept than less than, period. No, no. Like, seriously, I don't care how attractive the twin is. I don't care how intoxicating that energy is. You're not going to treat me with a level of respect that I know as someone who allows people to walk all over me. If you're not going to treat me with a level of respect that I know I deserve, and y'all, if you let people walk all over you, you know damn well the level of respect that you will accept from people is very low. And if they can't even meet that level, fuck them. No joke. Let me cock it back. Fuck them. Third time for the people in the back. Fuck them. For real. A twin is not that special that they get to abuse you, that they don't appreciate you because they're giving to you as much as you're going to be giving to them. So if they can't have some level of mutual respect, fuck them. So, it's like a big glass of Pepsi. Oh my gosh. What sounds like narcissism? Having boundaries, understanding that I deserve respect. Newsflash: every single person alive right now and that has lived before us and that will live after us has varying degrees of narcissism. If you don't understand, you might want to read more on psychology and what narcissism really is. Oh God, it's the lover's card. Oh, sorry. I choked on my own ooh. So this card relates to the lover's card in the tarot deck. So the Lovers card is not just about romance and yada yada. The Lovers card also is about testing, testing boundaries, testing. Where's my fucking book? Sorry. Oh, I just remembered. I just remembered. I totally told myself, like, I think 2 days ago, that I wasn't going to say bad words anymore. Sorry. The Lovers card. What the frick does it say? The Lovers card. Let's see. Let's see. Love, beauty, perfection, trust, romance, deep feeling, optimism, freedom of emotion, testing someone. Ooh, freedom of emotion, deep feeling. Mm, mm. She said it. I did fucking lie. I said, girl, you gotta clean that potty mouth up. You can't just keep saying fuck every single time you feel like it. Well, fucking A. I failed that test. It's okay. It's okay. Um, Hold on. Ooh, okay. Secondary message. Dual sign. Many Geminis are left handed or ambidextrous. Geminis are extremely deft at making things with their hands. Um, the secondary message to something that's so very clearly written is that there might be things that come from left field. And you have to allow yourself to be ambidextrous. You can't allow yourself to become so limited in that you can only address or see things if they come from a certain direction. You have to be able to address things that come out of an area that you're not comfortable with. What? What? Sorry, Michael. What? Ooh. I keep being brought back to this. There's going to be an attempt to really trick you to access your space, access your heart, access things people should not be able to access. Here's the thing. Let me get really real right now, okay? I've met quite a few people who have that twin flame resonance. I've met quite a few. That's all nice and cute and everything. But when it comes to a twin ray resonance, I've only met one like that. I'm starting to itch. I've only met one like that. I've only met one like that. And with that one, there was no real attempt to try and get to know. You just already did. You just know. You just know. And it's not like, oh my God, I feel butterflies in my chest. They must be my twin. It's like, what the fuck are you? Why do you do I know you? Do I know you? Why the fuck do I know you? That's what a twin ray is. Okay. Yeah. Just that means deflect the hearing. So that's gonna be, I don't think it's in the individual. It's something else. It's definitely something else. Notice how the connection is at the top of the head. Notice how the emotion enters through the top of the head. So just let that percolate. All right. So, card number 25, patience. Be patient with your process. Be patient with other people's process. Don't try and control things. Don't try and rush things. Don't be so desperate to have. Excuse me, I burped. Don't be so desperate to be able to claim to have this label. Okay? It's just a label. It's just a label. Who cares? All right. Card number 9. What do you feel? Mhm. So, as you focus on the earthly human definitions of spiritual things, you will be presented with two options. Okay. So you're comparing things that are completely different. They're completely different. The twin ray and everyone else, they're completely different types of fruit. I don't know why I found that funny. Card number 8. Yeah, everything in perfect balance. Allow yourself to be centered in your truth. What the frick? I don't know how I never noticed this. I've had this card for, I don't know, like a year or two. Her chest. Her chest. Everything in perfect balance. Whoever this is that's supposed to have, I don't know what kind of connection with you, they're just going to be able to glide right in. There's not going to be any effort. There's not going to be any manipulation. There's not going to be any of that. It's just something that's going to happen. And while you sit there and try and understand what it is this is, um, it'll just be happening. It'll just be something that is. And I think maybe the labels aren't even going to matter if it's a real thing. The labels aren't even going to matter. It's just not. It's not. Um, where's that? All right. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, shit. Okay. All these cards fell out. I'll take them. Whatever. Oh, oh, y'all are upside down. What? Okay. Oh, damn, that's hella cards. Why did I drop it? All right, hold that. Hold that. Hold the phone, which you probably already are. Okay. A whole lot of freaking cards, man. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, this is deep. This is deep. Okay. Let me just put these cards away before more fall out. Oh my gosh. Where's my. There it is. So you have 10 of Cups, happiness, good things, party or celebration. This just kind of fell out of the deck. Maybe your happiness is just going to fall into your lap. This card just fell into my lap. I was trying to shuffle and it just fell into my lap. What if? What if your happiness is not contingent on a specific person or a specific thing? What if your happiness is contingent on you recognizing you actually are happy? Happiness really can't be sustained if you continue to need other things to prove to you that you're happy. If you can't just find happiness within yourself and just be a happy person. I don't mean always laughing. I don't mean always joking around. I don't mean always, having people notice that you're happy. I'm talking about being happy within yourself, kind of just being satisfied. And being satisfied doesn't necessarily mean there's no room for growth. It just means accepting yourself in this moment as you are, with no need to change anything, with the knowing that there is space within you to continue to grow and expand and become a different elevated version of yourself. A Nine of Swords, tears and frustration, letting go of emotions. So what if that's it? What if the message that's falling in your lap right now is that in order for you to be happy, you have to let go of the blockage? The thing that hurts you the most, that you refuse to let go of, that's the very thing that's keeping you from reaching this point. Look backwards. 10, 9. See that? Making you car sick? Sorry. I'm sorry. King of Pentacles. business, arrogance, powerful. This feels like whoever it is that's going to come in and try and make conflict, try and create try and create a false connection by courting into you. Twin flames don't use cords. They have a cord that exists between them, but they don't use that. You want to know why? Because twin flames exist in the same innermost shield. There's no separation between them. None. Regardless of what's going on in real life, regardless of how separated physically the two of you are, emotionally, whatever else, energetically, you're in the same space. You don't need to use that cord to communicate. So if something is using a cord, I mean, there is a cord that exists between the twin flames, but that's just to facilitate the exchange of energy. Yeah. So, this is not a good feeling. So it says reliable partner, wise investment, mathematical ability. But why do I keep getting a negative feeling from this card? Well, because a person of character and intelligence. So instead of hearing it as a positive thing, I hear a person of character. They're playing roles, they play characters, and they're smart enough to know which character to play with you. And then I hear wise investment. So they're investing a lot of time and effort into coercing you to see them in a certain way. That's a wise investment because it helps them get what they want, which is something from you. And then ability to acquire money and valuable possessions. So, ability to acquire money. Money is currency, currency is energy. Acquiring your energy. Valuable possessions, that's what you are. You are a valuable possession, a spoil of war. That's what I just heard. Ooh, I've never seen it this way before. This motherfucker is from the Gong Show. They got a little gong, they got their little mallet. Ooh, poison ivy. Oh, shit. This totally is taking on a whole new meaning. Oh, look at all those bulls because they're sitting on the throne of bullshit, first off. Secondly, tower in the background. They got poison ivy all over them. And is TMI. Too much info. If y'all know anything about the Lesser Keys of Solomon, look up which one is a bull. This is some Michael. First you bring in a goat, then you bring in a bull. This is some shit right here. It's more than player. This is not going to resonate for everyone, okay? This is not going to hold true for everyone. For select few, which I think it has to do with the indigo aquari blue ray twin ray connection. Woo. Ooh. So this is what's tripping me out. I'll show you. Ooh. Okay. This popped out one after the other. Y'all is all backwards in your magic. Whoever this is. Backwards in your magic. King and Queen of Wands. Woo! King and Queen of Wands. Upside down. I think whoever this real connection is, if you guys have not yet met them, then this is probably talking about previous life connection. But this is telling me that the way you see each other is upside down. You're not seeing each other the right way. I'm assuming there's emotional blockages between the two of you. Either either something happened in the past, like a past life, and the two of you have not resolved it, and so the two of you need to connect in this life in order to resolve that, or one of y'all fucked up in this life. It wasn't me. I'm joking. Probably was me. Oh well. So yeah. Yeah. Ooh, what? That's one hell of a fucking message. Good God. Good God. Okay. So it was me. I'm joking. Or not. Look at her. She thinks she has within her grasp her sunflower, the one that's going to be her light in a time of darkness when the sun is not shining. And look at him pining away while she's sitting smug. He listened to a lizard. Y'all know what lizards are? Mm-hmm. A reptilian. They got fucked with. She said, fuck that. Fuck that. I can find sunshine somewhere else. Fuck that. You playing with reptilians? I'm good. I'm good. Oh. Ooh. She's the one that walked away. Look at her little toes are exposed. Thank you, Bonita. Bonita chica. So, ooh, that's some those are some messages. Let's see, lizard. All right. I don't know why my nose keeps dripping. It's getting kind of annoying, to be honest. Pay close attention to your dreams, especially recurring themes and images, by keeping a dream journal and meditating on their meanings and messages. The situation calls for quiet and stillness until it's time to make your move. But when you do, you need to do so quickly and efficiently. This is an especially sensitive time right now, one where you're acutely aware of sights, sounds, and vibrations. So be extra careful about who and what you surround yourself with. Meditate and call upon a deep and ancient part of you, asking to be shown a vision of your life path. Fuck. So, what happened was the two of you turned away from each other. And what creation is trying to do now is reshuffle. If you feel like you're being shuffled, it's so that you can face whatever it is you need to face. Now, just because this keeps coming up does not mean what you need to face is accepting you're going to be in a romantic relationship with someone else. It means there's unfinished business between this king and queen that needs to be resolved. It has to be resolved in this life because this is the life. I know this. I feel and know this so intensely. This is the life that so many of us are being allowed to resolve and balance out pretty much all of our previous lives. And most of us, if not all, have lived quite a few lives. It's very, very, very rare for you to come across a person who's never lived a life before, who has lived maybe one or two lives before. Just because you only remember one life doesn't mean that's the only life you've lived. Okay. So listen to your intuition over anyone else's. Let that sink in. So if you're the kind of person that has, and I'm not saying this in a derogatory way, I'm not I'm not condemning you, but if you're the kind of person that has to Google up, like search online, what the connection is, or watch, um, watch reading after reading after reading, trying to figure out what the connection is, be very careful because all of those things that I just mentioned, if you are not willing to just allow this, whatever it is, to blossom on its own and you discover through your interactions what this connection is, you have a very high likelihood of that other information, external information, creating a lot of havoc within you. Okay. That's just what I found. So you're probably like, well, then why the fuck do you read? Everything that I read should be nothing more than an external confirmation of internal information and guidance from your soul. So if it's resonating, you should be like, oh my God, I know who that is. Oh my God, they did that. Oh my God, yes. Okay. External confirmation. You can't be like, oh my God, is that what they're doing? No, that's not what they're doing. If you're questioning, this isn't for you. This reading is not for you. There's other readings that probably are for you. This one isn't. That's how my videos work. If you are everything resonating, oh wow, on the dot, she hit the nail on the head, then it's probably confirmation for you. That's all. Confirmation. I'm not here to give you new information. I'm here to confirm what your soul is already telling you. Okay? So, let's put this book down. Next, we have Seven of Wands. Ooh. Ooh. Frustrations. You're about to overcome your frustration. You're on top of the situation. This scared the shit out of me. Oh my gosh. Let me put it down right. So with this, I immediately got this feeling like the true connection is guarding that entry that's really existing for them to use to connect with you. Um uh, Take this with a grain of salt, okay? If you feel resistance to that connection, you probably need to pause, okay? Now, if you're like me and you resist everything anyways, which I do, um, you should still pause, but remember that just because you're resisting it doesn't mean it's because your higher self is trying to keep you away from it. Sometimes you're just rebellious. Okay. So this is general reading. I don't know who's going to be watching this. I can't just make a statement like that. And yeah. So let's see. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Reversal of bad trend, new interest in matters, overcoming ruin, disharmony in marriage or love interest. So all of this stuff that was happening before, the two of you seeing each other upside down, that's going to be reversed. You're going to be right side up. Okay. You're going to see each other for the truth of what it is. You're going to see the circumstance that the two of you have experienced separately and together exactly for what it is. And it's not to say this is going to happen immediately. This is something that's going to take time for you to recognize. Okay. We have the Lovers in reverse. Is a test over? Excuse me. Lovers in reverse, failure to meet the test, separation, frustration in love and marriage, interference, fickleness, unwise plans. Interference. They're going to come up from behind. Whoever this interloper mimic is, they're going to come up from behind when you least expect it, when you're kind of blinded by your own process. The hair represents personal power. That hair over your eyes, that's you being blinded by your own process. Okay. So they're going to come when you are in your most vulnerable place, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. They're going to come. Okay. The fake one is going to come. So they're going to fail to meet the test. They're going to try and take advantage of whatever frustration you're feeling. So just know that. Let's see. Oh. Justice. Justice, balance, harmony, equity, righteousness, virtue, and honor. They're not going to have that. whoever the fake person is, they're not going to have that. There's going to be a lot of use of terms that would trigger you, a lot of like emotional manipulation in that, like, why don't you want to be around? Why don't you don't want to talk to me? Why don't you want to talk to me? I just want to be around you. Well, you know what? You can be around a lot of people. I was gonna go off. Oh, oh my. Don't allow yourself to be manipulated. Again, just because someone is trying to insinuate that they have earned the title of something doesn't mean shit. You will still survive even if you turn away the real twin. I did. I'm just saying, you're still, I'm not trying to be a dick. Michael said that was a dickish move. I'm sorry. Okay. It's called karma. It's called sarcasm. I was being sarcastic. I'm just saying, like, I don't have any contact with my twin. I'm perfectly okay. It probably would be easier to learn the lessons if we were communicating, but we're not. And I'm still okay. I'm still growing. I'm still learning. You will still grow. You will still learn. Might be a little bit more interesting of a experience, um, but you're still going to be okay. You are. Whether they're there or not, you're going to be okay. So don't be manipulated by someone who's like, well, you're never going to this and you're never going to that because I'm your twin and I have, no, no, just no. So, Ace of Pentacles, energy coming, divine wish being granted. Whatever that wish is, it's being granted. Knight of Pentacles, visitor, message to share. Ooh. I don't know what that means. Let me just leave that alone. So, Two of Swords in reverse, duplicity, misrepresentation, treachery, false friends, and lies. Remember this? I remember this? Sorry, my sarcasm is popping up. Someone's going to try and fake their way into your life. It's really up to you if you want to allow that. It's really up to you if you want to be able to say, well, I found mine. That's up to you. Two of Swords. You're going to be tested. You're going to be messed with. That's up to you what you want to do with it, okay? So then we got this popping up. Look at this, okay? Remember how we had the King and Queen of Wands. King and Queen of Swords. So, the King of Swords in reverse, a person who may pursue a matter to ruin, conflict, selfishness, sadism, a dangerous or wicked person, one who causes unnecessary disturbance and sadness. Queen of Swords is quick-witted, intensely perceptive, a subtle person, may signify a widow or woman of sadness, mourning, absence, loneliness, separation. Y'all, that ain't the one. That is not the one. This is not the one, but just upside down and confused. I don't think so. We got an interloper. We have a mimic. We have someone who has malicious intent based off of their selfishness. You are nothing but an acquisition. You are nothing but a possession. Okay? Careful of that one. Now, if you need to learn this firsthand by experiencing it, go for it. That is your decision. You have a sovereign right to choose how you're going to learn lessons. And who knows? I could be wrong. Oh, I almost rolled my eyes. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I have. I've misunderstood messages in the past. You definitely shouldn't just be taking everything I say as the word of God. You shouldn't be allowing me to make decisions for your life. But, you can't blame me if you go for it later on and be like, why didn't you tell me, Emmie? Well, actually, I did, but you didn't want to hear it. Gotta let you decide, right? All right. Michael thinks it's funny that I keep clearing my throat. Well, if you quit making my damn third eye drain, I wouldn't have to clear my throat. Just saying. All right, here goes. Kiki, don't do us dirty. Don't do us dirty, Kiki. Excuse me. Ooh, bamboo. I don't know if you guys know this, but bamboo carries with it the energy of warriors. In ancient times, especially in Asia, the warriors, such as samurai, they would practice their skills using bamboo weaponry. Okay, so just know that it's a very protective energy. Ooh, shit, it's a hidden protection. Card number 1, bamboo moon. It's a hidden protection. The moon are things that are hidden. Bamboo is very protective. It's a warrior energy. Hidden protection. Wow. Did you know that there are no mistakes in the universe, and all events, circumstances, relationships, and situations are unfolding in perfection with a excuse me, with the timing and intelligence of the divine plan? Any apparent delay is in your favor. If something is happening, let me read that again. Any apparent delay is in your favor. If you have been sitting there, when is he going to come? When is she going to come? When are they going to come? When are they going to come? I'm ready. I'm ready. When are they going to come? Any apparent delay is in your favor. Do with that sentence as you please. If something is happening for you right now, then that is perfect too. Divine timing is perfection. It is safe to trust this now. You might be wondering if anything is ever going to come together for you, or if it seems to be happening quickly now, if you are even ready for it. The answer is yes. Divine timing is always at play. Whether we are letting go or trying to force something, an intelligent power that is vaster than our comparatively limited vision is always in flow, and we are part of that. We can find so much peace and joy when we realize this and learn to trust and relax in the unfolding of our divine destiny. Chinese bamboo helps us learn this wisdom of divine timing. For about 5 years of its early life, not much appears to be going on as the small roots attempt to ground themselves. Yet when they are ready, those roots are exceptionally strong and the plant suddenly grows like wildfire. There was much more going on in preparation for powerful growth than what appeared to be at the humble beginnings of the bamboo plant. So it can be with divine timing. There are periods when not much appears to be going on at all, and we can begin to expect that this will be always the case. Yet this inner preparation time allows for swift development and growth when we are ready. When the time for patient and thorough preparation is over, our growth can happen very quickly, and we might then be concerned that it's all too fast and we cannot keep up with it. But of course, we shall keep up with it because the inner preparation has allowed us to develop a good foundation of spiritual strength. Just like the cycles of the moon, that swift from hidden light, that shift from hidden light to full splendor of solar reflection, only to shift again. Your unfoldment is just a matter of timing. You are being encouraged to trust in divine timing and know that all is well in your world. Rejoice. Your dreams and divine destiny are manifesting right now, whether it's obvious or not, and all will continue to unfold according to your highest good. Be at peace. You're not forgotten, nor are your gifts being over or underestimated. All is well in the divine plan unfolding of which you are part. So, I hear this time and time and time again. For as long as I've been doing work publicly, I have heard this over and over and over. What I've heard is, no, I'm ready. I know I'm ready. Like, this is it. I'm ready. I mean, I've been guilty of this myself, where I thought I was ready. I thought I was ready, but I wasn't. It's just like when you're a kid and you're like, I'm mature, I'm grown. I'm like a little adult. But are you? Until you actually become an adult, you don't recognize, you don't realize how childish that mentality actually is. And I don't say childish in a derogatory way, I say it in a way that helps you to understand in time, you will gain the mental and emotional maturity to handle the connections that are necessary to get to the next layer, next level of consciousness expansion. Don't rush it. When you rush it, when you allow yourself to become desperate to have something that you don't really know if you're ready for it, that opens you up to some major, major parasitic shit. Not even joking. Major, major, major parasitic shit. I look back and um, I see the connection that was developing between myself and the individual that um, I assume is the well, whatever. The individual that Michael keeps telling me is a twin ray, whatever. Um, I wasn't ready to explore that. Not even, and I'm not talking in a romantic sense. I'm talking about explore what that means, explore what that connection is supposed to do for my personal growth. Yeah. It's been quite a few years. And I don't, I was going to say, I don't know that I'm ready still to find out any answers to the things, the questions that pop up because of that knowing of that connection. Michael says, no, you're ready. You don't know me, Jolo. Anyways, um, it's just one of those things that you have to allow to unfold. No expectations, no attempt to control, just really truly allowing yourself to flow down the river of your life. This period is going to be like whitewater rafting. You cannot control that river. You can't. If you allow your ego, your pride, your stubbornness, your belief that you know it, you're ready for it, pretty sure you're going to capsize. Pretty sure the river of your life is going to flip your boat over. And you sure as hell will feel like you're drowning in your life. It's your choice. It's your choice. The most mature and responsible way to navigate the river of your life is to allow the river to present itself and to use your tools to push you away from the very things that you can crash into and hurt yourself with. That's all you have to do. And, society would have you believe that pushing things away is just so childish. It's so mean. It's called preservation. Sometimes there's things that you're going to come across, and I don't care what label you slap onto it. There will sometimes be things you will come across that at that particular point in your life, you do not have the ability to handle that. And you have to be honest with yourself. You have to absolutely be honest with yourself. Can you handle that kind of connection? Do you have the maturity to actually listen and experience? Because if you don't, enjoy the river. That's all I got to say. Be prepared to get wet. I hope you wore a helmet and a life jacket because it's going to be one hell of a ride. One hell of a ride. So, I hope this gives whoever needed it clarity. I also hope that something that I shared tonight, whatever it is, helps you to avoid unnecessary struggle, unnecessary parasitic circumstance, and unnecessary avoidance of the path that you need to take for yourself. No one knows what that path is but you. No one. No one. If you think that this reading is trying to tell you to pick a specific path, you might want to watch this again. You might want to watch this a few times because I'm not telling you what path to take. I'm telling you to be fully present so you can properly observe what's headed your way. You have to. You're going to flip your boat. And as Pisces, be like, oh, Pisces can't drown. But you sure as hell can be slammed against rocks over and over and over. It's up to you how you want to take that. Okay. So, if y'all could please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. Join me when I'm live. Join me when I'm live. Bye, guys.